Hey guys, it's Lisa again. Welcome back to another Wellness Wednesday. I'm really excited. I say this every week, but I really am excited this week because we get to talk about a new product. And I am joined by my sweet friend Tara. She's also a nurse, and so she's going to be bringing her little nurse's cap thinking to the call tonight. So I'm going to try and keep it non-nerdy because I like to get a little nerdy into these ingredients and everything. And so we're gonna, I'm sure she will too. Just keep it cool, keep it
So hard, so
relatable,
hard to
right?
do.
Yeah, I know. I have to
If
rein
they don't,
myself
if they
in.
don't want nerdy stuff, they paired to put the wrong two together, Lisa.
I
Because
know. I have to rein it in, but I'm sure we'll do well, and hopefully we won't test anybody at the end of this. There'll be no quiz, so just sit back and relax and enjoy. We're gonna talk about a new product here in just a minute, but before we do that, I want to introduce Tara. She is going to talk. I told her that I could not lose this opportunity to get to have her share her health journey. It's an incredible story while I have her here. So I asked if she would share her story as well. So you guys get a treat and being able to hear her story. It's really incredible. So Tara, why don't you tell us a little bit about you and just real quick about your journey?
I can do that. I'll tell you, I never tire of being able to share. Lisa, they put us together for a reason. One thing that I have gotten out of Plexus that I never in a million years, besides the fabulous health benefits that I've seen, but is friendships with like-minded women that I would have never met because of if it weren't for this. So, and Lisa is one of those folks. And 7 years ago this week, Julia Carty made me push join. And that is so hard for me to believe. And I'll tell you, my life and my health and so many aspects of my life have done a complete 180 in these 7 years, and there ain't no looking back. And I'm thankful that MS symptoms are behind me, and I'm thankful that 75 pounds are behind me, and I don't want to see them again. So I will just say that yes, 7 years ago today, somebody, well, I guess a week ago, 7 years ago, somebody, a very dear friend, Julia, shoved a pink drink in my mouth, and I enjoyed it. And then I decided that I'd give it a try, not without getting my the ingredients approved by my physician that I see at the Kirkland Clinic in Birmingham. I was diagnosed at the age of 17 with multiple sclerosis, which is an autoimmune disease that affects the myelin sheath that covers the nerves in your brain and spinal cord. So I had numbness and tingling in my right arm and my right leg as a senior in high school, and it was a devastating diagnosis, a life-changing diagnosis. Lots of shots, spinal taps, MRIs, lots of medication. But I am thankful to be where I am now. 7 years after starting Plexus, I have not had a single exacerbation since I began. Hallelujah. I could shout it from the rooftops of how it's helped my health. Nobody in nursing school, Lisa, I don't know about you, taught me that your gut being healthy had anything to do with what was going on up here. So once you make that connection that your gut being healthy affects everything about your body, your brain, your stomach, your immune system, your skin, everything. Once you get that in check, it's amazing what happens. Now, was I looking for it for weight loss? To be honest with you, not really. I had seen some health benefits and I had seen some people losing weight, but I really started because I wanted my health better. I wanted to be able to be outside and play with my kids and not need naps every day and not survive off of Coke and iced coffee runs every single day. I wanted to be able to sleep good at night and not have those exhaustion related symptoms of having three children. At the time, we're a lot younger. I now have a high schooler, a middle schooler, an elementary school child. A wonderful phase of life that I wouldn't change for anything, but I wanted to keep up with them. So I needed some energy. But got my gut healthy, Then my desire to exercise became real, and I desired water over all of the yucky other stuff that I was putting in my body, and wanted to make healthy decisions for myself and for my family. And here we are today. I like I just said earlier, I'm not looking back. And I could shout it from the rooftops every single day, how much these products have changed my health and so many of people around me.
What products did you start with?
I started with a triplex, which is Slim, Probio 5, and BioCleanse. That's actually what I recommend anybody start with, because it takes care of those three big things: blood sugar, inflammation, and gut health. And if you can get those three things under control, I think all the good stuff then starts to happen.
And what was your biggest surprise whenever, so you started with the triplex and you're thinking,
Right.
I'm looking for these results, but then out of the blue, something surprised you. What was that?
Well, to be honest, I mean, I think that the weight loss, I'm like, well, okay, well, there went 10 pounds. Let's shoot for 10 more, I mean, and it just kept happening. I did add at that time Accelerator, um, which can you buy? I don't even know if you can get that anymore.
I'm really not sure. I know Metaburn is obviously
Right now, yes, I love
taken over,
Metaburn.
but I don't know if Accelerator is available not now or not.
I don't know, but I did add a few things just to help kick up my weight loss. And I love the shakes as a meal replacement. So I think that was my biggest surprise. And just the fact that I have that desire to make healthy food decisions. No, I'm not perfect. I have the desire to move my body so that the weight is staying off. And that was something that there's so many people who are just up and down and up and down. And I struggled with that too through college and my early marriage. So just the fact that I feel comfortable, my insides are healthy. So I think that helps as well.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, and you're right, when you were talking about nursing school, what we were taught, I wasn't taught that either, to get to the root of our issues ever. And
there's always a Band-Aid for something, there's always a medication. Now, yes, I do take one pill a day for my MS. And I'm so very thankful for it, because I did years and years and years of injections. So I'm thankful for the medical community that has came so far and come up with a pill for us MS patients to take, so we don't have to worry about a shot.
Yes, for sure. I mean, and some people, look for Plexus to be a magic pill. And so I love that you had mentioned that it's not a magic pill. However, once we get to the root of the problems, it's going to help be that stepping stone that we need for us to take responsibility, to be able to make the healthy choices that we know we should be making. This is going to help be that stepping stone to do that. And the last thing that I wanted to ask you before we get onto the greens is, do you find that now that you're for the last 7 years have been more focused on root issue health problems, and not putting that Band-Aid on it, have you found that you have been wanting to encourage your husband and or your kids to do the same thing?
100%. My husband, like, where's that probiotic at you've been taking? I'm like, you gonna take it now. And my kids, my sweet little girl, she's my youngest, she is so excited that she now can swallow pills. So all three of my kids, they all three take Probio 5 and the regular X Factor. My very active boys love the active. We use Hydrate before soccer and softball. So I do love that Plexus became a very family friendly, has a very family friendly product line. The kids drink, the kids chewable vitamin, and now this new something that we're going to talk about is also family friendly. So
yes, I have found that too, that since I've been able to really think about why our health issues are what they are, how we have really just how I have fallen into, and I'll say my patients too have fallen into this routine of, okay, well, I've got this, I'm gonna take a prescription, I'm gonna have this surgery, or my kids or my husband, diagnosed with this or having these symptoms, we get them diagnosed, we get them on medicine, or we get them on, treatment, we get them on whatever. And so I'm so thankful that it really has opened my eyes to, well, could there be a root cause that we're not looking at, that we can start not only treating the root cause, but also look preventatively for the future. I don't want my kids to struggle like I did with diet and exercise, non-compliance when I was growing up.
Right.
Because I've really had to struggle to address that, as an adult. And so that's why I figured you would say that. And I kind of knew the answer, but that, as parents, that we're able to look at our kids and say, okay, because I don't want you to struggle, let's be making these healthy changes, must be, preventative with health issues in the future. So I love that.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's talk about greens. So Tara and I are going to talk about kind of two different aspects of the greens. And so Tara's going to talk more about what is the greens? Why do we need this? What's the big deal? I mean, Plexus has a ton of things, a ton of,
Right.
wonderful products in their product line. Why the greens? And so she's going to talk about that. And then I'm going to actually talk about a little bit more about the nitty gritty without getting too nerdy about it. So go ahead, Tara.
Well, I'll tell you, I am one that likes to, when I'm going to talk about a product, I'll be like, here is what it is. So here it is. I cannot wait to have it in my hands for real next week. So the launch for greens is next Tuesday, September 28th, day after my mama's birthday. So why do we need greens? And I know that I am a Southern girl, born and raised in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Lisa's from the South as well. So here we are. I've been told my whole life, you better eat your fruits and vegetables, right? Don't we all? I mean, how many times as a mother have I said that? More than I can count. You better eat those leafy greens. How many times have we heard that? Way too many. But why? Why over and over again are we saying that as a parent? Or did we hear that as a child? You better eat, you better eat. Well, those fruits and vegetables are colored for a reason. Those green and red and yellow, each color in the fruit and veggie, indicates phytonutrients. That's a big word, but phytonutrients that color all of our fruits and vegetables are powerful antioxidants that we need in our body, okay? And they protect those plants from disease and excess sun. So if they're doing that for a plant, what will they do for us, right? And so eating the color of the rainbow, all the colors of the rainbow in our diet can be great for us to get a broad range of nutrients in our body, okay? So, but did you know, I learned this today, 9% of adults eat the recommended amount of vegetables a day, 9%. And I'll be honest with you, as I was preparing for this, I'm like, well, geez, what did I eat today? I think I might have been one of these 9% today, Lisa. And that's okay. My diet, I try real hard to be perfect. And yes, I had some vegetables today, but I don't think that I had the recommended daily amount. That's okay. So also adults only eat about 12%. Only 12% of adults eat the recommended amount of fruits. And I can say that I know that I've had my fruit today. And then only about 15% of kids have their recommended amount of fruits and veggies. So obviously we're pushing on our kids more than us as adults are taking it in, right? But it's recommended for adults to have 2.5 cups of veggies and 2 cups of fruit a day. I did not have that today. Oh, well. But did you have yours today, Lisa? No.
I did have my fruit, but not my veggies today.
Right. I know for a fact I measured a cup of grapes. I had a cup of grapes. And I think, I'm like, no, I had Rotel tomatoes in the soup that I had tonight. Anyways, back to our call. while I'm hounding myself about not having my vegetables, obviously I'm going to need and benefit from this product that's coming out next week. Why is it important for us to get that daily value of our fruits and veggies? Number one, for those phytonutrients and what they are doing for our body. Number two, all the fruits and vegetables can help with energy. It can help reduce inflammation. It can help our immune system. It can help detoxify our body. It supports healthy digestion. The list goes on. Helps our memory, helps our skin, helps our sleep. It helps lower blood pressure. The list goes on and on of the things that greens can do for our body. So the more I researched why greens are important, why we should get our daily recommended value of fruits and veggies, I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to add this. And I think my kids need it too, because obviously I'm not getting my daily recommended value, and that's okay. Our diets are not perfect. And if this can help fill the gaps that I'm missing, and it's clean, good ingredients that we're fixed to learn about from Lisa, I'll take it.
That's for sure. Sometimes when you think about, I can't add another product, because my kids take several things.
Right.
But, this, whenever they said that this came out and it's good for kids too, like it's, safe for kids, for everybody, I thought, well, that is just, first of all, it's convenient, but second of all, if I have something that's convenient, something that they'll take, that'll help benefit them long-term, why wouldn't I do that? Now, on the days that I, can whip up a good Southern home cooked,
Sure.
meal with all the things, then, that's one thing, but so many of us don't. And that's how we've gotten to the place where we are.
Get
And
our
so,
help.
and
Yeah.
two, right. And so too, with my kids, if I can set them up for a path of success with their health and with eating and, things like that, then they're already going to be in that mindset, and so
Absolutely.
that's what I'm expecting.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's
one of those things. If I had known then what I know now, it's like, what you're right. Just set our kids up for success.
Right. And I keep saying my parents didn't know what they didn't know, back in the 80s, 70s and 80s, they didn't know all this stuff. So, I was drinking Yoo-Hoos and those barrel Kool-Aid drinks, like in the barrel with the foil on top, and eating mac and cheese. And now if my mom's watching, she's a great cook and wonderful, however, she didn't know not to give me sweet tea at every meal and a dessert, after every dinner. And just
look, I can see my brother sitting at the kitchen table. Now, we have vegetables, but I don't like them all. I like Brussels sprouts now, but I can see my brother with this whole Brussels sprout sitting on the side of his mouth the whole entire dinner, Lisa. So if we can't get Brussels sprouts down, then maybe just maybe.
That's right.
These greens are what's gonna help.
And if nothing else, if we could do this even for a time, it can help them to even change their taste buds to where, even adults I know have an aversion to healthy food. They just don't like the way that it tastes because they didn't grow up that way. So, even just to be able to get their taste buds to change, to be able to make those healthier choices for themselves, then that's a win for sure.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm going to talk real quick about some ingredients. Tara talked about, the fermented, it's fermented fruits and veggies is what this is. And so that is going to help strengthen your gut biome. And that's what we're all about. We are a gut health company. And so everything else is going to be, that's, if you think about like in cheerleading, you have like a base. So the top of the pyramid is so reliant on that base. And so if you can think about all the different layers of our health and our well-being and our mood and our autoimmune and everything, it's going to start that base, which is the gut health. And so I love that, that we're focusing still on the gut biome. That's, all the bacteria and the microorganisms in your gut. That's what that is. And so, like she said, it helps to maintain the antioxidants and nutritional capacities of these fruits and veggies. And so that's why it's fermented. And I thought, why does it need to be fermented? That's why. So there's also insoluble oat fiber. I love this because it's insoluble because it's not going to break down in the small intestines. It's causing some gas and some bloating if it does. And so I love that it's insoluble, so it's not going to break down as easy. That also is going to help to promote bowel health and regularity. And so I love the analogy that someone used when I first started with Plexus, and they said, if you put 3 cars in a car wash, how many cars do you expect to get out? You put 3 in, you get 3 out, right? So if we're eating all these meals during the day and we only go to the bathroom once a week, that's not okay. So we have to be regular. That's such a staple of health. I love that the insoluble oat fiber is in there for that. So also kombucha and green tea. Y'all, I have had kombucha once because it was like a big fad several years ago when it first came out. So I tried it and it was awful and it was full of sugar. And so that's not, we have to be careful what sources we get. So this has kombucha and green tea in it. And so it's a blend. These are antioxidants to protect your cells from, it says radical causing free radicals, which cause damage to your DNA. And y'all, this is what is, that could be related to cancer. That could be related to, premature aging. Free radicals are all the things that we're exposed to, whether, even if we don't smoke, it's secondhand smoke, it's toxins in the air, it's pollution, it's toxins in your water, the shampoos that you use, and, the stuff we put all over our skin. We have to be careful. Radiation, toxins in our food. So all these things are free radicals, and that's what this is going to help to combat against. So I love that. Again, the phytonutrients, and I found out that phyto in Greek means plant. So phytonutrients, so plant nutrients, that's what the phytonutrients are. And I love that. And this plays also a key role in helping to prevent disease. So I love that they're taking such a multifaceted approach to this. Okay, so that's basically what's in there. But some people want to know, well, what is in the veggie blend and what foods? So this is a plant that we're eating. What plants are in these blends? As I'm going to tell you real quick. So in the veggie blend, it's kale, broccoli, stalk and flower, carrots, spinach, beetroot. We love beets, right? Green cabbage, and then parsley. And get this, they're all organic. So I'm so thankful for that. There's a fermented fruit and veggie blend, and that has apples, blueberries, carrot, cranberry, broccoli, kale, parsley, spinach. Again, all organic. Then there's the kombucha tea blend, and that has apple cider vinegar, ginger, so great for your stomach, obviously kombucha, and then green tea leaf extract. And then there's spirulina, and that's the whole plant powder of the spirulina. And then, of course, turmeric and spirulina extract for color. Y'all, all these are organic, all these are natural. These are plants that they have compacted, it's just an easy delivery system. Can we go out and get all these plants and vegetables? Absolutely. This is just a convenient way to get everything in. So it's only 1 serving daily. If you're between 4 and 18 years old, they recommend 1 serving. They say that over 18, you can just enjoy it as needed, they say. So you can do more if you need to. So it is a garden berry flavor. It's only 15 calories. There's no added sugar, So that's important. It's sweetened with stevia leaf extract. So that is the world's only natural plant sweetener. So if you got something else besides stevia, just be wary. And actually stevia is actually good for your gut. So that's good. It's 6 grams of carbs. It's gluten-free, vegan, and non-GMO. There's no artificial colors or flavors or sweeteners or preservatives, no caffeine. So as far as mixing it, so people say, how am I going to get this down? So you're going to mix a scoop with 16 ounce, 10, 12, 16 ounces of, and you can just play around with, the amount of fluid, but about 16 ounces of water, or you could do a smoothie, or you could do applesauce, a shake, yogurt even. But again, with the yogurt, watch the sugar content in the yogurt. But you can also mix it with what we already have if you want, which you can mix it with Hydrate, Slim, Active. And what I'm excited to try it is the vanilla lean shake. So you could, I mean, I guess you do chocolate, you know, some people might want to do that, but I'm excited about doing the lean shakes. That's exciting. So let's see, one more thing. Oh, so the combos that it comes in, there's 2 welcome packs. So if you're brand new, there's 2 welcome packs to choose from. There's the Family Advance and the Gut Health Advance welcome pack. So it's not just the greens. You're getting all the other products that can supplement what you're trying to do with your health goals. So I love that. And then if you're existing customer, you can do a Family Plus combo, Family Advance combo, or Gut Health Advance combo. So y'all be looking out for that on the 28th. There's going to be, I don't even know if they've announced this yet. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll just go ahead and talk about it. But they actually are doing with some of the combos with the green, I think it's green and slim maybe combo, or maybe 2 greens combo, but more information is coming out about it. But they're going to be donating $3 to cancer research for every purchase of the greens. And again, the details as far as what to purchase will be coming out, but $3, I love that. And they're also going to be, I wrote it down somewhere. They're also going to be doing a drawing for based on if you're new or based on if you're existing there. Whenever you purchase the greens, they're going to be putting you in a drawing for like prizes and money and all that kind of stuff. So be looking out for that. So a lot of fun and exciting things happening. And this company is such a generous company. It doesn't surprise me one bit that they are actually going to give back and be donating money to cancer foundations during this promo, you know, for the greens. So I love that. So Tara, we kept it under 30 minutes. I can't believe it. So I'm proud of us. So thank you, Tara, for hopping on and sharing with us. Love your story and never get tired of hearing it. It's so life-changing. And so it's always a pleasure to be able to chat with you. And thanks to everybody else for joining on tonight's call. Every Wednesday night, we'll have another call. So hop back on, or you can share this link with your friends because it has been recorded. So hope you guys have a great night, and we will see y'all again next Wednesday night. Bye.
Bye.